and they will need to improve across the board after a flat first leg display, says Bernie Slavin. The living legend believes Boro are still right in it, but they have to get the first goal. What went wrong in the first leg? Boro didn't perform in the first game. Some of the biggest players didn't perform. They let Villa boss the game. For the first 25 minutes Boro were second best all over the park, and when they went behind they looked rattled. If it hadn't been for Randolph's superb save they would have been dead and buried. After that Villa retreated and said to Boro, "Come and try and break us down," and Boro weren't good enough to do that. Boro were flat. They lacked drive, they lacked imagination, they lacked options. They didn't really trouble Villa. Boro got wide and put crosses in, but they lacked variety and they were meat and drink for John Terry and James Chester. Terry was literally head and shoulders above Boro. There was no height, no aerial threat, no target for the crosses. Terry could have got a cigar out. Boro were flat and predictable and did nothing to trouble Villa. They can't afford to play like that again. Aston Villa's John Terry, centre, Louis Graben and Ahmed El Mohammadi applaud the fans. How should Boro approach the second leg? Boro have to gamble. They can't use the same side in the same shape and approach and expect a different outcome. They have to roll the dice. Boro need to get the first goal, but they can't go gung-ho. If Villa get a second it could be curtains. Tony Pulis has to gear his side up to play with intensity and desire, to take control of the game. They have to ask questions of Villa and around their box and make something happen. If they don't force the issue, then their only hope is dodgy decision or a deflection in their favor, a penalty or lucky bounce. But you can't rely on fortune. You have to make your own luck. I would gamble. I know it would be a major change of tactics for Pulis, but I would go with two up top with Bamford off Brett Assombalonga and try to get at their defense and get the goal. It can be done. We'd lost to them twice in the league that term too. They did a good job on us in the first leg. But for the second game Bruce tweaked the tactics, put Gary Hamilton on their playmaker and told us to be more direct, to go out and get the goal we needed to turn the screw on them. It turned up trumps. In the second game we were brighter, sharper and more dangerous up front. We took control. To win a game you have to get your tactics right, and sometimes you need a bit of luck, but you also need belief and the hunger to win. That's what Boro have to bring to the table at Villa Park. Boro need a different attitude. Every player needs to improve dramatically at Villa Park. On Saturday the key players who have done so well in recent weeks and months were all kept quiet. Mo Besic has won rave reviews, but he was ineffective on Saturday. Adama Traoré had a frustrating time. He was hustled out of the game and was well below his usual standards. But it wasn't just them. The whole team was flat and labored. This time they have to deliver. This is a massive match with a place at Wembley at stake, and they have to prove they deserve to play there. They shouldn't need motivating, and it is not as if they are out of the game. They only need one goal to throw it wide open. They can do that. Of course they can, and it is only Aston Villa. They are a good side, but they are not Manchester City or Barcelona. Tony Pulis, Image, PA, Boro need to go out, grab the game by the throat and get right at Villa, get a goal and get the home crowd on their back. It doesn't have to be in the first 10 minutes, but if they can dominate the game and put some pressure on, then Villa will start to get twitchy and the crowd will be sweating and nervous. This is a great opportunity for the Boro players to be a hero and win through to Wembley. They know what they have to do. They have to deliver.